Alright guys, I'm going to make up a story. I'm going to make it up on the spot. I'm going to try my best. I may fail. I may succeed. You guys can be the judges at the end. I need a character.
Raekwon the Eagle.
Raekwon the Eagle! Cuckoo! Character.
Joe the Ranger.
Joe the Ranger. Roger that. Setting.
Forest.
Forest. Okay. 'Twas Christmas Eve. No later than 6. When Ranger Joe was sitting at his post up in a tree blind, watching for poachers left and right. Nothing in sight. Till he heard soaring and cawing. Coo, 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 coo! He didn't know what it was. But do you know what it was? Raekwon the Eagle. And boy was he hungry. He was hungry. Sick of that salmon. Sick of it. So he was flying around. Ranger Joe was like, oh my God, what a beautiful creature. Takes out his phone. Took a picture. It was a beautiful picture. Instagram that. And while he was caught off guard, posting it to Instagram, Raekwon swoops down. Boom! Raekwon kicked Joe, the Ranger, in the face. Claw marks, bleeding. He forgot his med kit at home. Like, what was he thinking, Ranger? Ranger Joe? Are you kidding me? This is amateur hour or something? Leaving your med kit at home. Wow. So anyway, he was in pain. He was in pain. And what I left out was when he got clawed, he went like this. Fell from his tree stand. I'd say it was a good 18 feet. Off of Red Oak. It's in California, by the way. Hit the ground hard. Fell on his right shoulder. Busted it. Bones popping out. So he's on the ground, walking around. He sees that eagle coming back, circling and coming back for more. Round 2, ding ding ding, let's go. Raekwon's coming in. Ranger Joe, he's in pain. Here comes Raekwon. Ranger Joe takes out his walkie-talkie. Boom! Bashes Raekwon in the beak. Breaks it. His beak's like, ah! Raekwon is screwed up, let me tell you. So Raekwon's flying around with a broken beak. Can't even caw anymore. It's like, Ranger Joe's feeling pretty good right now. He's like, yeah, that's payback. Just gave Raekwon a broken nose, beak. So Ranger Bob, when he's hurt, he's still hurt. He starts walking around. He's thinking to himself. He's thinking. He's not thinking about the Instagram picture or how many likes he's going to get on it. He's thinking about Raekwon and when he's coming back for more. So, Ranger Joe's thinking. He grabs a whole bunch of leaves he finds and sticks, like bendy sticks. He makes a little arm brace for himself. He's like, alright, let's go. Luckily, he was left-handed for that left hook he might throw. He's like, no, I don't want to break my fist on that hard beak. So he's thinking to himself, what can I do? But he's thinking too hard. He's not in the zone, thinking about Raekwon. Raekwon comes down, tackles Ranger Joe. Raekwon's on the ground. Ranger Joe's below him. He's feathering him left and right. Ranger Joe's got a bloody nose by this time. He's defenseless. He's just got his broken shoulder. Time for that left hook I was telling you about. He's on the ground. Pop! Straightens out the beak. Straightens out the beak. So now he starts cawing. He's happy. He's like, yeah, I got my vocals back. Go, 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 go! Raekwon flies away. Ranger Joe's hurting. Ranger Joe gets up, hops on his moped he parked right behind his tree blind. He always rides his moped. He loves that thing. He got it for Christmas last year, since Christmas is tomorrow. Anyway, he gets on his moped and he hauls away. Hit a jump. Almost fell off. Was not expecting it. Turns into his driveway. He's squealing. Because he's bad to the bone. He goes inside. Gets treated by the nurse that he always keeps at home. So his shoulder's okay now. Working fine. And then he decides to go to bed. Goes to sleep. And then he has a dream. You want to know what this dream was?
What happened?
What happened? Well, let me tell you. He had a dream that Raekwon the Eagle busted through his window. Broke into his room. Feathering. Is he feathering? Left, right, left, right. Oh, broken jaw. Ranger Joe's like, oh God, my jaw hurts really bad. Hurts really bad. Raekwon's like, go, 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 go. Ranger Joe's in pain. Woke up. He was like, oh God, my jaw's broke. He was like, oh wait, it's not broke, that was just a dream. He's like, I would have kicked Raekwon's wings. Goes out. It's Christmas morning now. Presents lined up. Lined up. Decides to open the first one he sees. Nice square box. Yellow wrapping paper. Green bow. Opens it up. Guess what that nurse bought him? When Ranger Joe is sleeping, that nurse decided to go Raekwon hunting. Oh yeah. What weapon do you think she used? I'll give you 3 choices. A slingshot. A 12 gauge with birdshot. Or a bird net. A bird net gun.
I'm going with the second one. Slingshot.
The bird net gun.
Bird net gun. Eh.
Second one.
The 12 gauge with birdshot. Eh.
Slingshot.
Slingshot! Ding, ding, ding! We have a winner. She used a slingshot. I'd say it was a ball this big. Pure steel. She was out hunting. Night vision goggles are on. Every nurse carries them. She was ready. Out in the wilderness. Looking for Raekwon. She heard him. She didn't see him. And then she starts feeling this wind go over her head. She looks around. Raekwon's on the strike. Raekwon posts up in the tree like this, looking at her. She sees him. She's down here looking at him. She pulls a 360 quick scope. You play Black Ops, don't you? You know what I'm talking about. She lines it up. Pop! That steel ball went straight through Raekwon's beak. Chopped it off. Beak fell. He's running over. He's like, can't talk anymore. She runs over. Picks up his beak. Moonlight shining on it. Looking at it. She sees the crack from when it broke previously. Walks inside. Ranger Joe is still sleeping. She knows what happened to him. The shoulder, the claw marks, that's never going away in his memory. He'll always feel that pain deep down. So the nice nurse she is decides to wrap it up for him. Yellow wrapping paper, green bow. That's what Ranger Joe opened. Raekwon the bird's beak. He opened it. Scared at first, because he didn't know if the rest of Raekwon was in there. Then realizes, wait. Grabs it. Holds it up to the sky. And you know what he does? Do you know what he does?
What?
Guess.
He keeps it, right?
He keeps it, yes. What do you think he does?
Gives it to the medicine.
He puts it in the...
This is what he did. He did the Raekwon call, but not inside. Walked outside. Climbed up his tree blind. Stood up there. Held it up. Coo, 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 coo! He saw Raekwon. Raekwon was furious, but could do nothing about it. Ranger Joe, you want to know what he did? Being the funny guy he is, from that day forward, every time he goes out to his blind, he made that beak into a mask. Strings tied around it. He puts it on his face and walks out with the Raekwon beak. Sits happily at his post, looking at Raekwon fly around with no beak. The greatest days of his life.